runs off of 4,000 AA batteries. This
Batteries?
is my Tesla Cybertruck, and it is...
He's running that thing on AA batteries?
What's up, baby? It's your boy AJ, and we're back with another episode of what's the name of your thing?
AJ Solified.
This is AJ Solified reporting. We're back with another hot, fresh off the press episode. We got a guest here today, none other than Sean Fenner Jr. Go ahead and give some fake applause for Sean Fenner Jr.
Hi guys, I'm 7 feet tall.
No, I'm I'd have my shoes off right now. I'm probably about 6'4" without shoes,
Yeah.
6'5" with shoes if I'm standing up straight. So,
Sean, where'd you grow up?
Glockton. Stockton, California is where I grew up, man. So
Country or city?
borderline. So I'll go into the city to, pretty much have to go in the city to do anything. I'll go into the city to go to school, but where we live was kind of borderline country / rural / you take 2 steps to the right, you're in the city. So it's kind of a mix of both.
So you could have been like a farmer or gangbanging.
Basically, our backyard was, if you think of like a square of property, like an L shape of our property probably had a farm butted up against it because our neighbor had like plowed some land and stuff. And then like the other half of our property was butted up against a school. So it's just really weird design, but houses were super far apart from each other. So it's like you didn't have a neighbor that was like right next to you. You kind of had to walk a little bit to get to them. So it was interesting, but it was cool. It was peaceful. Kind of the chaoticness of where I grew up. Like it was cool to be able to come home and like be away from that a little bit. So
Little breath of fresh air, but then right back to school in the city.
right back to school, you're seeing bullet shells on the ground, bullet casings,
If you guys don't know, Stockton, California is pretty lively. It gets a little...
Yeah, it's one of the top
Wow.
places to live, if you like danger. But I probably about 18, 19 years that I lived there. So, I guess I'm a veteran. I survived.
Yeah, made it out. Sacramento now.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I have a guy that I was looking for a lawnmower to cut my grass with, and I came across this person. His name is Ginger Billy.
Okay. I'm curious as to where this is going to go with a name like Ginger Billy. This could be, I don't know.
So I found an article about him. It says former respiratory therapist breathes new life into rural comedy. I like how they use the word breathes after they said he's a respiratory therapist.
I'm nervous about the genre, rural comedy. If that's, I'm a little scared.
How do you feel about this? This is Ginger Billy right here.
WWE, UFC. What was his background?
Well, he is not the liver king, that's for sure.
Yeah, he doesn't have his the physique.
He's not that I mean, he probably doesn't take steroids like the liver king either.
Gosh, I don't know. His tongue is really pink. Photo.
He probably does take steroids.
Healthy.
I don't want to say he takes steroids, but it's probably possible. All right, at home he may be Adam Parkins, but online he's the Ginger Billy. Shirtless and tattooed, the Ginger Billy gives viewers a humorous look into life in rural upstate South Carolina, and he's doing it all on his own. Do you know anything about South Carolina?
No, but
Neither
based
do
off
I.
a title, Ginger Billy, rural comedy, South Carolina, I feel like I'm about to find out.
So the way I found him, I think I found him before he was over 1 million subscribers. I found him a few years ago when I was buying a lawnmower, and I was just curious. I was like, is there a way that I could just get like a Roomba lawnmower? And so I typed in like remote control lawnmower.
Oh, it just does it for you?
I was just curious if it even existed, because I was going to see how much it cost, and if it didn't cost that much, I was like, oh, I'll buy it. You know what I mean? Because I was going to spend a lot of money on a electric lawnmower anyway. And I found this.
What is that?
The thumbnail of this video kind of intrigued me, and it's like a Ford truck turned into a lawnmower. And
Where's the back wheels?
Ginger Billy is known for like customizing basically country rigging and taking things apart and putting them back together in a different way that you're not expected to. What's your thoughts on that already?
I don't understand it. Just where you've paused it, I see another car back there, which looks like the American flag draped across of it. So If this is my introduction to South Carolina, I'm
Are you intrigued? Do you want to go to South Carolina?
not not yet. Maybe Ginger Billy will change my mind. Not yet.
All right. Well, let's see if you can match up the energy of this guy.
Hello, America. Y'all check out my new lawnmower.
Do you think he hits the Thigh Master?
Whose pants are those? Whose shorts are those? Like, that's the first thing. Who cares about the tats and the muscles? He jumped out and started doing leg thigh opening movements, and I'm just looking right at those jean shorts.
I don't think the video is intended to look at his face. I think you forget that he's a ginger, right?
I'm not even worried about the lawnmower at this point. I'm looking at the shorts. There's a difference between his tan line there on his thighs and his legs. And then
I wonder
he's
if he
got
gets a tan line from the little drapes of the shorts.
I don't know. And then he's got like the thornberry boots on. You remember the wild thornberries? He's got the
Nigel.
the thornberry
And then
threes on.
What was that? What was the kid's name?
Donnie. At this point, that's who I think is going to come out the passenger seat of this vehicle.
Let me see.
Now, this ain't no regular lawnmower, okay? This is a Ron beer. And you know what they say? Nothing runs through you like a beer. I had me one of them zero turns, but I got tired of getting sunburnt, and I got...
Do you think he's on steroids?
He's on something. I think he's got chew. I think he's got chew in his mouth. I think his lips
He's
look.
pocketing
He's
something
got
in there?
something pocketed in there.
tired of having to swamp butt every time I cut the grass. I wanted something more luxurious. So I went and got me a Ron beer. Now, I know y'all probably curious about what kind of power plant I got in this luxurious cutting machine. This is a Briggs & Stratton 600cc motor. It's the same thing them Apache helicopters has got. I'm telling you right now, if I was to turn this motor up full throttle, it'd lift me up like a hovercraft. Now, in order to turn my Ron beer on, I have an ignition, just like any other lawnmower. And you see, I also got this kill switch here to turn it off. Now, all I got to do...
It's a good thing he has a kill
flip that
switch.
switch
Yeah.
and turn her on.
All right, so he basically has a jet engine in the back of that vehicle.
Like that. He said he's got a helicopter powered engine. Like, where do you find those? I mean, the last time a helicopter went down was what, Black Hawk Down? Where the heck did he get a helicopter engine?
How long ago was it? So this was 2 years ago, and this dude has been not over $1 million for a while, which means he had to put a lot of his own money into these videos and doing these projects and stuff. I wonder how he convinced his wife to do all this so he could do it.
It doesn't look safe. It's like, is this USDA approved? Like,
Actually, that's a good question. Do you even think he's married? Do you think a guy like this is married?
who's holding the camera? It's got to be. I imagine it's his wife. In South Carolina, it's got to be family business, family owned. That's his wife.
I mean, if I'm seeing the shorts, and I'm imagining there's a lot of other dudes in shorts like that with him.
I don't know. I don't know how they get down in South Carolina, but that could be like the mating call stance, the mating, like what you wear when you're looking for a mate. Like if you're confident in yourself, you can wear the
Do you
wear
think
the
he
short
just
shorts.
runs out in the wild and shouts something with those shorts on?
I don't know. So you showed me the article in the beginning. It was like at home he's Adam Parkins, and then on the internet or whatever he's Country Billy or whatever his name is.
Ginger.
Like, do you think the plot twist is he just talks like really correct when he's not?
I wondered that. I actually went back and found one of his first videos because I'm like, what was this dude up to? Like, how did he get started on YouTube? Do you ever wonder that? Like, where did this person
But
start?
before that guy stared eating wild liver and raw guts from like what did he do before? Was he a salesman?
Liver King. So the Liver King, he was in I forget what kind of practice, but basically him and his wife owned a dental practice, and she was more on the dental side, and he was more on the business side of it, and he kind of ran the business while she did the business.
He's like, well, let's just see if these really nice teeth can chew through liver. Like, how did that cross your mind? That I want to get into this business.
I don't know. There's a whole story I watched on him, and I forgot half of it because he's a very interesting character and seems very nice. But yeah, he definitely admitted to now just taking steroids after.
I want to know though. He took the steroids, but was he really eating that raw meat too? Like, was that that was real?
Yeah, that's real.
That's terrible. Poor
It's
guy.
just it's bad advertising to say you could be all natural like me. Psych, you know what I mean?
I mean, I guess for me, I never was like trying to be all natural. My mind first went to like, you're eating food that like lions and dogs and cats eat that their bodies can process? Like, how are you able to not die from eating all that raw meat?
So it's not about the processing. I have a little bit of information on stuff like that. So when it comes to eating raw meat and stuff, like liver is actually extremely healthy for you.
Oh, jeez.
But there's a reason to cook meat is because some meat has trichinosis, which is like what could kill you. That's why you have to make sure it's a certain temperature. Yeah. So anyway, now let's go to Ginger Billy's one of his first videos that
GB.
Some of his first videos were like maybe 2 or 3 talking head videos, and then I came across this. It was like the 3rd video. And
Yikes.
first thoughts.
Ginger Billy. I can see where we I can't stop looking at the mustache.
I mean, he had a little bit of hair at that time.
So at what point did he say that I'm going to go all in and grow the beard? Like, when did he go all in with the Ginger Billy?
Well, this video, he has a beard, but in this picture, which is his campaign photo, I guess he's...
What is this, like one of the very first times when you could vote? Like, that beard, that mustache is like so like John Adams.
Yeah.
America.
Let me go a little.
Holy mercy.
Yeah. So now he has a full beard.
Hello, America. You know, I'm seeing on everybody's Facebook.
Definitely talks a little different, slightly different than his.
And the chew looks extremely, like, you can tell there's something in there.
Yeah.
He's talking about meeting at the polls. Talking about voting at the polls. So, of course, I went to the closest poll to me, and ain't nobody standing out here. I done been to every telephone poll, every flag poll, and every power.
So I gotta admit, he's a character, bro. Like, he definitely captures this character very well.
I just want to know what South Carolina has to say. Like, do they agree with this caricature that he's create? Like, is everybody in South Carolina like this? Because if that's the case, I don't know. Like, should I go there?
So I think South Carolina, it's like, oh, you're from South Carolina? You ever heard of Ginger Billy? And like, oh.
He seems like the type of guy where he's like well known within the town. Like, I feel like if you ask about Ginger Billy, they're like, oh yeah, I know.
You think he's a mayor or something?
He's got to be in charge of something. But,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, South Carolina, y'all got to put up another guy. Somebody else has got to rep you.
So he's out there voting, that's for sure. What are your thoughts on the new Cybertruck?
Is that Ginger Billy driving it?
I think Elon gave him an exclusive to the Cybertruck.
Hello, America. Y'all check out my new
Read it on the car. You see the
Tesla Cybertruck.
truck. Now, this ain't one of them regular old gas guzzling trucks. Oh, no. This truck here is full-on electrical. Runs off of 4,000 AA batteries. This
Batteries?
is my Tesla Cybertruck. And it is...
He's running that thing on AA batteries?
There's no way. So I've now come to the conclusion. There's no way. He is just like any.
It was quiet pulling up.
He's like any other person. There's no way that this is his 24/7 go mode. This is he's doing this for camera. There's no way.
Do you know why I think this is his 24/7 go mode though?
There's no way.
Look
It's
at the color of
100%
his skin, bro.
truck gang. Now, don't let the...
I 100% think that dude is always shirtless and always in those shorts.
I'm starting to believe he's not from South Carolina. He observes
Californian?
He observed South Carolina behavior and he said, you know what? Let me get famous off of being country.
Do you think he was an actor and then moved there?
He's probably from like Napa or somewheres, and he saw like a commercial from South Carolina. He's like, you know what? I can talk like that. I've got chew. I've got a backwards cap, and I've got really bad sunburn. Like, I can pull this character off.
Right.
silence of this thing through you. I ain't got to deal with all that combustion like them gas motors. No, I hit the pedal on this bad boy.
I like that he
power
made
goes
it the
straight
right
to the
height
wheel.
for his head.
Watch this.
Yeah, whoever's creating this stuff and behind the scenes, I mean, it looks really cool.
I definitely
Y'all
want a
look at
vehicle
that
from
right
him.
there. The Tesla Cybertruck's got so much power.
Did it really dig a hole in the ground? That's kind of crazy.
Is that a hole or is it a wet spot? What is that? I don't know what that
Oh,
is.
it might just be like the tire mark, huh?
And
Condensation.
it left a crater in the pavement. I ain't never seen no gas-driven vehicle leave a crater in the pavement. I know a lot of y'all probably think,
Oh,
well,
God,
that
the
ain't got no
thighs.
long beam.
Gosh, it's just
it ain't
beaming.
always the length that matters. At least that's what my wife tells me.
Well, there we go.
See,
Oh,
this
he's
is why
married.
you got a lot
There
of
we go.
depth, okay, look there. Look, got a lot of girth. I can put a lot of things down in that bed. You hear it?
I don't like the way he said girth.
Yeah, anyone that says that and then makes eye contact with you, like, I'm cool.
All
I'm
right,
good.
so we definitely get an idea of who Ginger Billy is as a person, right?
He should just take the hat off. Just embrace that he's probably bald. I think he's bald, right?
I think he probably has a decent head under that hat.
I think he's bald. That's my call.
I do have a question though.
Where is he getting all this stuff too, by the way? Like, what's his real job? That thing is probably expensive.
I mean, you can rent those for sure. It's probably cheap in South Carolina to rent stuff because we just rented a tractor for my parents' house, and we
Well, probably in South
Kinda
Carolina, they probably don't. They might not have car dealerships. It's probably like that's what you can go rent. Like Enterprise sells tractors, like
Yeah.
and construction stuff. When you go by, like,
hey, I just need to go down the road real quick, you know.
gosh, man, are you related to Ginger Billy? That was good.
Yeah, I grew up with a lot of Ginger Billies when I lived in Paso Robles, California. Man, definitely a town full of guys like this.
So I'm guessing because since his name is Adam, the Billy is short for hillbilly. So Ginger Billy, that's
Probably.
probably the. Gosh, man.
He's digging out a pool. And he's setting up like a
Very
way.
handy. I mean, he's got a lot of skill. He's got a lot of range with what he can do.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask you a question.
Was that a raccoon on that guy's shoulder?
Where?
What is that?
A possum.
Holy mercy.
Hey, look at that. Ain't he pretty?
No.
I guarantee you he's got his own little fire suit, too. We fighting fires. The only possum in the world that's a firefighter.
Possums are pretty blind too.
I might have to retract my statement about him not being from South Carolina. He might actually be from there.
I mean, dude, he's able to do a lot.
That possum bit and his handiwork with that chainsaw. He might be from South Carolina.
All right, so he is building a pool, and I believe he gets some dye.
Million gallon of water.
Blue Bayou looks like it says on the container there.
To turn it blue.
Now I'm going to take the old big black pipe in it, and then we will be ready to play in the pool.
I'm gonna go a little forward because I really want to see him get in this pool.
Slide down the water slide. Here we go.
Do you think that?
There we go. He's hatless there. I knew it.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
Holy
he didn't want to
cow.
ruin his hat. Do you think going into a pool that you threw blue dye in though? Is,
We need to bring the pipe down a little bit. So I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm always the one that has to try things out first. So if anybody gets injured and has to go to the hospital, it'll be me. I really wanted my swimming pool to have a tropical feel to it. So I put in some of this blue pond dye. But apparently I did not put enough because as you can see, it still looks like a pond. And not
Well, he didn't
like
show
a
us the pond.
tropical oasis.
That thing
So
looks like
now-
he needed a tetanus shot after getting in out of
We're
that.
gonna turn this darn water blue.
yeah. He's gonna turn the water blue and then swim in it. It's pretty smart.
I want you to look at that beautiful
I didn't mean
blue
to hit
water.
that.
Makes me feel like I'm somewhere tropical, like Saudi Arabia. Now, if y'all
Arabia.
don't mind me, I'm gonna go take a dip in these beautiful tropical blue waters. Cannonball!
So this is what I wanted to ask you about this video.
Yikes.
Y'all
Nope.
come on!
Well, my kids, my wife is not coming anywhere near that. Like, he looks like Braveheart or something when he's climbing up out of that thing. Like,
Is this a version of blackface though?
Blueface?
Blueface,
Anybody,
blue face, baby.
like anybody blue should be offended that Ginger Billy, like, it's just a double negative.
This isn't the only time he went blue though.
Oh, there's that part I've been looking for.
Is he trying to tell us he's Democrat? Like,
There's
no.
something moving. Oh my gosh! It's a
I don't know if you've seen the new Way of the Water, but this is Way of the Land.
Holy cow.
Avatar.
Smurf. Huh? Hello, Papa Smurf. I come in peace. I can speak English, you moron.
How do you feel about this?
He's got a lot of free time. All right, so that's
And
the
how do
first
you
thing.
get yourself that blue and not your beard blue?
It's probably my guess is maybe it was a shot at the same time. He just used the Blue Bayou dye and just rubbed it all over his body. I don't know. This guy has a lot of free time. He's got a lot of range with different pieces of equipment.
He has a lot of land.
His wife is very accepting and open to his behavior. It sounded like in the other clip that there was kids in the background. So
Maybe it's a family thing.
he's got offspring. We got little ginger billies running around. Probably other.
What do you think his wife's name would be if his name is Ginger Billy?
I don't know, Ginger Sally or
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
No,
Yeah.
Ginger Sally.
Me and Sally going down to the pool to go get blue again.
Yeah, that just sounds like a metaphor for a really good time.
Yeah.
Gosh, South Carolina, man, you guys, this is the best. This is the best they got to offer. South
This is the
Carolina.
best they have to offer, and I'm going. And I think I'm going to become.
Is there other parts of Carolina, like the north or west? Or is it just South Carolina?
Well, there's South Carolina, the state, and then there's a North Carolina, the state. I believe back they had like some type of civil war thing that happened, and they split the two states into two or something.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what happened there, but
Did South Carolina lose?
I don't know. You kind of hope the South lost.
I'll have to go and
Yeah.
look at the history books if they haven't changed them.
So that's a wrap on Ginger Billy.
Gosh.
Overall thoughts on this guy?
Show and tell day for his children has got to be like one of the coolest things ever. Hey, what does your dad do for a living?
He's got to be a fun dad. He's very animated, so I would say so.
He looks like a dangerous. Like look him in the that same guy just a few minutes ago looked us in the eyes and used a sentence that used the word girth. All right, so I'm already going to be raising some questions. But he looks fun. Like I said, he's got a range with multiple products. He's probably handyman extraordinaire in his rural area. But my takeaway is the article you showed us in the beginning says rural comedy. My sincere hope is that this is not his 24/7 go mode. He's putting on a parody. If that's the case, if he's putting on a parody and he's acting,
You kind of want it to be authentic. I want this to be him at Walmart.
I kind of want it to be fake because I want to go to South Carolina and I don't know if I can match. Like if I
the
can
energy.
if I can hang with if this is what all South Carolinians do, I don't know if I can hang. So I'm hoping like there's a drop of spoof to this, and he's just a suit and tie blue collar guy during the day, and then this is just what he does on his free time. But he's I guess the question I can ask is like, did he help you get your lawnmower? Did stumbling upon
And is he selling these products? Because he's advertising them. Like, I got me a new Tesla.
Yeah. Whoever his what is it, set design, whatever, whoever is building that, but based off the video clips, it very well
Might
could
be
be him
him,
who's
yeah.
making it. So I think he's very rich. I think his videos, he's probably doing very well. Elon Musk, he might be getting a DM from Elon Musk.
He is probably a lot like Liver King. Liver King was
A
very.
fraud?
He was very rich before he created a YouTube channel, and I think it just made him more rich.
If you're eating raw stuff, I mean, you probably already have a real rich diet anyways if you're
Yeah.
just chugging down cow liver.
I mean, if you could just afford liver, I don't know how much liver is, but it's got to be
Here's
kind
the one thing I'd say. I would take this open land and like where he lives. I would trade him for that. It looks really nice. It looks really peaceful. If I had the free time, I probably would be doing some home improvement shenanigans and having some fun, especially if I own acres of land.
Do you think he's doing all these projects and making YouTube videos, but his wife's like, "Hey, the kitchen still needs to be done,"
This is gonna probably sound terrible. They're probably eating outside. Like I
haven't seen a house.
I haven't seen anything that resembled a house. My guess is they're eating outside.
Every day is camping for them.
They probably share the same shirt, so it's probably just not his time to be wearing the shirt.
Yeah. It's cold outside, so she has to film and
they
wear
share
the shirt.
and they share the shorts. Those probably aren't his shorts.
Yeah, no.
There's no way. But I'm speechless. I mean, kudos for the beard. I'm trying to grow my beard.
I was going to
out.
ask you that too. What is your take on his beard while having a pretty awesome beard yourself?
I want this to be real. So out of all the stuff I've seen, if it's fake, I want the beard to be real. As a new beard owner,
What if he just pulls it off? Like,
That's my guess. With that mustache, like it's my guess that it's possible that the beard is fake too. And I could kind of see where he's got his blue collar look,
Well, I
where he
think
doesn't have the beard, he doesn't have the mustache.
I think you might have a good theory there because
You have
on
a video?
this video,
Look at that.
there's no beard, but immediately has a beard.
Yeah, it's like
Did he take that like a year before that or months before that? You know what
Or
I mean?
maybe he's doing like what most creators when they start out. He's just working with what he's got. Maybe it was like the only like decent looking headshot that he had, and he thought maybe that was good to put on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know what's more impressive, the thickness of the mustache or the ability in the next few seconds in the clip. He's got a full on beard. So I've enjoyed you, Ginger Billy. I still want to see if South Carolina can offer up anybody else as a spokesperson for South Carolina. I don't know if that's going to be on my ticket destination, but oh my gosh, Ginger Billy Productions.
Okay. Anyway, go subscribe to Ginger Billy. Clearly is a funny dude.
Holy mercy.
He says, "Hello, America. I'm just a good old country boy." Down in his description, Ginger Billy is his handle. Go ahead and subscribe to AJ Solified. Thank you for watching this video. Go ahead and drop a like and comment down below. Go and follow Sean at Sean Fenner Jr. YouTube channel. That's your YouTube handle,
I
right?
think that's most of my handles for most of my
Yeah.
social media, so you can find me there at Sean Fenner Jr. I had a real good old time today.
A real good old time.
Real thigh-slapping time.
Next time, Sean will have red hair and he'll be Ginger Sean.
Good grief.
See you guys.
Okay, look there. Look, got a lot of girth.